This week on IUP News Center, a team of IUP business students win first place prize in PASHA's annual student business plan competition.
Also, a Purchase Line alumnus to be awarded with the first Renee Fleming Scholarship in vocal performance.
Plus, your latest updates in sports and entertainment right here on the IUP News Center. Welcome to IUP News Center. I'm Kelly Pate.
And I'm Curtis Hughes.
A group of IUP students have designed a web-based application that helps people dealing with drugs and alcohol abuse problems. And their work is getting some recognition. The 8-member team won the $10,000 first place prize in the 4th annual Student Business Plan competition after presenting their My New Leaf application. The conference consisted of 124 teams and was sponsored by Pennsylvania State System of Higher Education, which allows students a practical opportunity to pitch their business plans. Hometown hero and world-renowned vocalist Renee Fleming will soon be the light of one local student's life when Commodore native Crystal Shellhammer receives the first Renee Fleming Scholarship in vocal performance. Shellhammer, daughter of James Shellhammer, of home of Danette Shellhammer of Commodore, is a 2010 graduate of Purchase Line Junior Senior High School. She is a member of Delta Omicron and is a member of the University Chorale. We can't wait to hear you sing, Crystal. Congratulations.
IUP faculty and graduate students were honored for contributions to academic excellence during the 21st Annual Awards Luncheon of the IUP School of Graduate Studies and Research and the IUP Research Institute that include Dr. Jeff Larkin, Karen Goldstein, Dr. Brandon Vick, and Dr. Yuju Ko. 5 colleges and programs were recognized with sponsored activity awards for each securing more than $1 million in sponsored research funds for the 2013-2014 fiscal year, totaling nearly $8.5 million combined. Congratulations to all the winners. Members of IUP Sigma Kappa fraternity recently raised $2,000 for veterans and their families through the 5th annual Chili Cook-Off competition. Funds raised were donated to the Fisher House, which offers housing to families with military members that are hospitalized. IUP's chapter of Kappa Sigma has been selected for the National Founders Award for Chapter Excellence, the highest recognition offered by the national fraternity.
Local Hockey Arena has been named as a finalist in the Crafts Food Hockeyville contest. The contest, sponsored by Crafts, the National Hockey League, and the NHL Players Association, rewards the winner community with $150,000 in rank upgrades and the opportunity to host an NHL preseason game, in addition to the title of Crafts Hockeyville USA. The funds would be used to upgrade the Asian War Memorial Arena in Johnstown. The way our community has come together for the contest is incredible, said Johnstown Hockeyville committee member Chad Mearns. The arena has been host to many different events and has been used as a filming location for the cult classic movie Slapshot. Now here's Catherine Murphy to bring us more news on what's happening outside of the studio.
Hello, my name is Kyle Edwards. I'm here with IUP TV News. Today, we'll be featuring IUP's annual blood drive. Year after year, we continue to surpass our goal and save thousands of lives. And now, here's an inside glimpse into how they just do that.
And I work with the Office of Service Learning, and today we're at the blood drive, and it's really awesome just to see all the students come, and especially the student organizations, and give back to the community by donating blood and saving lives.
Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks to the good people of Indiana and students, hundreds or maybe thousands of lives may be saved. Well, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Catherine. This past Saturday, you probably saw big groups of people walking around town wearing matching t-shirts. These groups came together for the 2015 MS Walk. Along with the walk around the borough, they also collected money for the Multiple Sclerosis Society. The amount of money that was raised is still unknown, but we will give you more information as this story unfolds. She anchors, she reports, she does it all. My co-anchor Kelly Pate had the chance to attend the BEC Cookout last Sunday and brings us a story right now on IUP News Center.
I'm here at the BEC Cookout. This is the finale of their signature BEC weekend, which all started Thursday with an amazing performance by August Alsina. The weekend also consisted of a Wild 'N Out show featuring the original cast members of the MTV program and a dance competition. This is a great way to end the BEC weekend with great food and great activities.
And I'm loving it. It's just like a great time to just relax. I'm loving the fact that they fed me. I got free food, insomnia cookies. Like, I'm just having a really good time.
I'm here with Kyra, the social event chair of BEC. Kyra, how do you feel about the BEC Cookout?
I feel the cookout is going great. We were able to add new inflatables and attractions, which everyone seemed to be loving, such as the mechanical bull and like the rock climbing wall. And of course, free food. Free food always gets a lot of people out. So it was a great event and it's going really well. It isn't over until 4. Yeah, and I'm happy that a lot of people came out.
Did you take advantage of the good activities like the rock climbing wall and the mechanical bull?
Not yet. I'm in line for the food first, gonna fill my stomach and then kill it on the rock wall.
We're gonna go up there and climb to the top. You already know. You already know what's up.
And do you think this is a great way to unwind before finals?
Oh, definitely, definitely. You know why I'm here.
You know why we out here? We out here because IUP turn up. Let's go.
Well, there you have it, you guys. This is a great way to end a very eventful BEC weekend. I'm about to take advantage of the rock climbing wall. I'm Kelly Pate. Stay tuned for more Grade A news. What a fun event that was. I had a blast. One Indiana shopper is about to become $225,000 richer. A jackpot-winning Cash 5 ticket was sold on April 13th from the Shell's Country Store in Indiana County. The winner has yet to claim the prize, but he or she has until 1 year from the drawing date to do so. Additionally, the retailer that sold the ticket will receive a bonus of $500. During the 2013-2014 fiscal year, the Pennsylvania Lottery has awarded more than $16.8 million to Indiana County winners and has given more than $7.8 million to programs that benefit the older residents in the county.
Relay for Life surpassed its goal of $25,000 last weekend. The event took place on Saturday, April 18th at the Memorial Fieldhouse. The relay lasted a total of 18 hours, beginning at noon on Saturday and ending at 6 a.m. on Sunday. The event had a total of 45 teams and 622 participants, who raised a total of $29,069.28. The money raised supports groundbreaking cancer research, education and prevention programs, and critical services for people facing cancer.
A benefit spaghetti dinner, basket raffle, and live benefit was held in honor of Janet Daryarman from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. last Sunday at the Clymere Fire Hall. Ms. Daryarman was recently diagnosed with thyroid cancer that unfortunately spread to her neck and her lymph nodes. She had surgery in February and had to take time off from her job, but she still needs radiation treatments and more scans that her insurance will not cover. If you missed the dinner and would like to know more information on how you can help, please call 814-845-9077.
Are you a born leader? If so, the Office of the International Education is the place for you. The Office of International Education is looking for American orientation leaders for the fall of 2015. If interested, you must be available the week of August 17th. Leader positions are voluntary. However, in choosing to pursue a leadership position, you will acquire skills in developing leadership, teamwork, and interpersonal skills. Leaders will also have the chance to meet international students from all around the world. Students can apply by visiting the Office of International Education in B25 Delaney or by emailing intl-education@iup.edu. That actually sounds really interesting. Sometimes I wish I wasn't graduating so I could do some stuff like that. Don't you agree?
Me too. I would like to go overseas.
That'd be really sweet. Now we're going to hand things over to Melina Smith for more news.
This past Sunday, me and Melina got to attend the BEC annual cookout. The BEC is the Black Emphasis Committee here at IUP, and every year they host a cookout. They have a lot of fun activity and events, and we're going to go check it out. Let's go. The student-run organization held the event from 2 to 4 p.m. In the course of these 4 hours, students were offered many options of food and activities to choose from. Students were able to rock climb, bull ride, shoot hoops, tie-dye, tattoo, and create their own jewelry. There was also a photo booth available for friends to take pictures and an artist to get hand drawings from. The event was completely free and was a total success. We managed to speak to a student who was participating at the event. Here's what she had to say.
How do you feel it's going to help students relax and de-stress before finals come up?
I feel like this event's really going to help because it just gives students an opportunity to just relax, take their mind off of the assignments due, finals week. It's just pretty much a good time for you to just get out of your shell for a couple hours.
BEC plans on hosting another cookout sometime next year. Keep your ears posted. It's going to be a good one. Wow, what a great day. Well, that's all the time that we got here. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Melina. And IUP sorority is still racing to make change. At the beginning of April, Alpha Xi Delta made it their goal to collect enough quarters to stretch a quarter-mile along Philadelphia Street. Members worked through rain and snow on Wednesday to line up the quarters they collected so far. The ladies will be collecting quarters on campus throughout the end of April. All donations will benefit the Autism Speaks charity. Please donate your extra quarters through the remaining days of the month.
The future of the Indiana Bike Corridor is cranking out to be a financial uncertainty. The bike lanes in Indiana have been in the works for a while now, and the costs are now the problem at hand. The project is projected to cost between $1.8 and $2.2 million. With the lanes being projected to run through Gompers Avenue, the parking authority will have to remove 17 metered parking spaces. These spaces generate almost $9,000 a year. Coupled with the cost of the possible lost parking revenue and add up the cost of upkeep of the corridor, the township is on the fence about the project providing the revenue that the project worth moving forward. The project has until July to apply for a $1.7 million grant for the construction of the multi-modal corridor. Have you ever wanted to make fun with fungus? The Friends of the Parks will hold its Morale Mushroom Walk on Saturday at Pine Ridge Park. The program will provide an opportunity to learn about morel mushrooms and other fungi from the members of the Western PA Mushroom Club. The program will begin at noon at the Lodge, 1055 Chestnut Ridge Road. Registration is required by emailing indparks@gmail.com or by calling 724-463-8636.
Now we are going to hand things over to Jacqueline Johnson for the latest in sports.
Hi Indiana, I'm Jacqueline Johnson here with your latest on sports. This past Sunday, the Pirates played against Arizona. The Riano pitched a shutout game against the Diamondbacks in their own house. What a show opener it was. The bottom of the ninth, Martez showed off his killer arm with a left field throw to second base, assisting in an out. The end of the game revealed a 14 hits for the Pirates. Way to dominate. Wizards moved to the semifinals after sweeping the Toronto Raptors in best-of-7 series. The final game, which took place in D.C., ended with a final score of 94-125. Bradley Beal ended the game with team-high 24 points, but teammate Marshawn Gortat ended the game with a double-double, scoring 21 points and grabbing 11 rebounds. They will play winner of the Brooklyn Nets versus Atlanta Hawks quarterfinal series. I'll be rooting for Brooklyn as they face a fierce series against the number one in the division, the Hawks. In sad news, the Penguins were defeated by the New York Rangers, officially disqualifying them from the playoffs. While they played with lots of heart, they had a rough series against the New York Rangers. The Rangers go on to play winner of the Washington Capitals and New York Islanders next game as the series has reached a Game 7. Looks like Washington, D.C. is on the sports map these days. We'll keep an eye on the scoreboards and report back to you next week, Indiana. I'm Jacqueline. Back to the news desk.
Thanks, Jacqueline.
Brittany Parson of IUP News Center had the chance to attend the 2015 Chamber of Commerce Leaders Circle Awards.
Brittany joins us now for more information on the event. Brittany?
I'm Brittany Person at the KCAC, where the 2015 Leaders Circle Awards event is being held. The Leaders Circle Awards event honored several people from the Indiana County area. There were 4 awards given out: the Athena Award, the Male and Female Civic Leader Award, and the President's Medal of Distinction, which was given out by IUP's president, President Driscoll. These awards are given out to local residents who have demonstrated sustained volunteer service donations and achievements made on behalf of the county. The event started with a speech from the keynote speaker, Ellen Reddick. Ellen Reddick was the first recipient of the Indiana County Athena Award. The recipients of this year's 2015 Leaders Circle Awards were as follows. The Male Civic Leader of the Year went to Dr. Winyard. The Female Civic Leader of the Year went to Sherry Reninsky. The Athena Award went to Kelly Pigeon. And finally, the IUP President's Medal of Distinction was awarded to Nell Jack. Unfortunately, Nell Jack was unable to attend the awards, so her daughter stood in her place instead. Congrats to all the recipients at this year's 2015 Leaders Circle Awards. I'm Brittany Person, back to the news desk.
Thanks, Brittany. And now for a look at what's happening nationally. GameStop, a video game retail giant, is offering a new scholarship program entitled Power to the Scholars to its employees. The announcement was made on April 22nd, and applications will be accepted starting May 1st. GameStop will award a total of 40 scholarships of $2,500 each for the 2015-2016 school year. To qualify, applicants must have worked for the company for at least one continuous year and must have a minimum 3.0 GPA. They will be given to employees based on financial need, academic performance, leadership skills, work experience, and career and educational goals. Sad news out of Simsbury, Connecticut. Mary Doyle Keefe, model who portrayed Rosie the Riveter, has died. Everyone knows the name Rosie the Riveter, the woman from the World War II symbolic painting, encouraging the women in the U.S. to help with the war effort. This past Tuesday, Keefe passed away after a short illness, according to her daughter, Mary Ellen. Keefe was 92 years old. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family, and the entire nation will always remember her. A recent report from the Center of Social Justice said that the gangs responsible for human trafficking are several steps ahead of authorities. One author of the report stated, "Organized criminality that lies behind this modern form of slavery is pretty much epidemic now." Experts have criticized the government's estimate of 13,000 victims, calling it conservative. On Tuesday, 4 Slovakian men were arrested in Newcastle for being part of trafficking operations. One man who was kidnapped reported that he was beaten every day and that his leg, ribs, and nose were broken while the gang stole all of his money. Authorities have been cracking down on this epidemic and now recently recovered victims after an 18-month investigation.
An article published by the British Journal of Sports Medicine claimed that exercise might not play as big of a role in fighting obesity as we previously thought. The group maintained that exercise helps combat ailments such as diabetes, heart disease, and dementia. But its impact on obesity was minimal. Instead, the researchers placed the blame at the feet of the food industry. They said there is evidence that up to 40% of those with normal weight still show symptoms of obesity. One medical professional said, an obese person does not need to do an iota of exercise to lose weight. They just need to eat less. A survey conducted by the National Association of Colleges and Employers reveals what salary recent graduates might be able to expect upon the entering of the workforce. According to the report, the average earning for the class of 2014 is $45,478 based on data taken from 45,000 graduates. However, the exact figure varies widely upon the student's major. Engineering graduates with a bachelor's degree had the highest median starting salary within the first year after graduation, whereas liberal arts and humanities students had the lowest median salary to date. The class of 2015 graduates are expected to earn similar wages, with the biggest earners being petroleum engineers. Now bringing things back more locally. Attention IUP students, finals week is upon us. Are you prepared for the joys and torments of this upcoming week? Have no fear. This finals to-do list will help you stay on track and stress-free. Get enough sleep. The brain works well when it's well rested. Make a list of assignments projects, and exams you need to accomplish before the week is up. Prioritize the list by importance. Drink lots of water and stay well hydrated. Although coffee keeps you awake, it eventually causes you to crash. Finally, study and pass those exams like a boss.
Members from MTV's hit television show Wild 'N Out performed here at IUP Friday, April 25th. With their unique style of stand-up paired with improv, this sold-out show seemed to have the audience busting with laughter, leaving them with a great time and a memorable experience. Wild 'N Out was one of the programs put on by the Black Emphasis Committee for their 2015 BEC Week. Stay tuned for more programs that the BEC will be having. If you're looking for an evening full of great sounds and rhythms, the IUP Bands in Concert, Jazz Band and Ensemble will be performing this Saturday, May 2nd, from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Fisher Auditorium Performing Arts Center. The concert will be under the direction of Kevin Eisensmith, and the Jazz Band Ensemble will be joined by Jim Walker, a well-known jazz flutist. Tickets are on sale now and are $10 for regular admission and $6 with an iCard. Come and enjoy an electrifying evening of music. What do you think? Would you like to go to that? Because I love music.
Let's go.
That settles it.
Okay.
And now we're going to hand things over to Andrew Volk for our entertainment segment.
Thank you, Curtis, and good afternoon, Indiana. Well, the biggest news this week is, of course, tonight's release of The Avengers Age of Ultron. The final movie in Marvel's second phase of films brings together the Avengers for a second time, facing off against Ultron, a cybernetic intelligence who seeks peace through humanity's extinction. Returning actors Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans star, with James Spader providing the voice and motion capture for the villainous Ultron. The film has already been released overseas, raking in a whopping $200 million in last week's international box office, and is set to break more records this weekend. I, for one, have already purchased my ticket and can be seen somewhere wearing an Iron Man mask and giggling like a little girl. Way to go again, Marvel. In other movie news, fans of the cult comedy hit Super Troopers will be happy to know that the film's sequel has officially been crowdfunded. Comedy team Broken Lizard, the men behind the first film, had long expressed interest in making a sequel, but no producers wanted to make it, forcing the comedy troupe to take their idea to crowdfunding website Indiegogo. The film was able to receive $4.4 million in funding, most of which came through fans, though sadly it fell short of a $4.5 million goal to use live bears during one of the scenes in the film. Tough break, guys, but congratulations all the same. Turning to television, fans of Netflix and Marvel will be happy to hear that their recent hit show Daredevil has been renewed for a second season. The Netflix hit, which saw blind lawyer Matt Murdock's fight against crime in defense of his home of Hell's Kitchen, has received rave reviews and is tracking to be one of the most well-received and watched shows in Netflix history, currently holding 98% on Rotten Tomatoes. However, due to a scheduling conflict, Season 1's showrunner Stephen DeKnight will not be returning, being replaced with Season 1 writers Doug Petrie and Marco Ramirez. Season 2 will air sometime in 2016. Finishing up in local news, this Saturday we'll see the newest show being performed by the Indiana Players. Dearly Departed follows a family in the Bible Belt of the South, where hilarity is set to ensue. This show will be performed at Philadelphia Street Playhouse on 725 Philadelphia Street, with shows on Friday and Saturday at 7:30 and a 2:30 p.m. matinee on Sunday. That's all for entertainment this week. My name is Andrew Volk. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Andrew.
Well, that's all the time we have tonight. On behalf of IUP News Center, I'm Kelly Pate.
And I'm Curtis Hughes. Make sure to tune in next week for Grade A News. Good night.